Hi, I'm here to teach you guys how to factor using the T method. So when you're factoring, make sure that your final answer needs to be 2 parentheses. And for right now, we're going to assume that those parentheses start with 4x, with the first number of our equation. All right, so step number 1 is that. Step number 2 will be to multiply your first and your last number. What is 4 times negative 6? It is negative 24. You're going to give me everything that multiplies to 24, all the factors of 24. So the ones that multiply to 24 are 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. Out of those factors, I want you to pick the ones that are either going to add or subtract to negative 5. So which ones can you add or subtract to negative 5? It could only be 3 and 8. So let me write those down on this side. On this side, make sure that you tell me what signs do I pick. Like, is it going to be positive or negative? So because I need to subtract them to get negative 5, I will have to have opposite signs. If you need to add them together, they need to have the same signs. So for here, they need to have opposite signs. Because it's a negative 5, that means that automatically the biggest number needs to be negative as well. So it needs to be a negative 8. And because we're going to subtract them, it needs to be a positive 3. They need to have opposite signs. So those answers you're going to write at the back of your parentheses. All right, so we're almost done. Last step is to check. Can you divide any of those parentheses out? Can you simplify those parentheses? So this first one, can you divide both 4 and 3 by anything? No, so that means that you're done. Can you divide 4 and 8 by something? Yes, I can divide both of those by 4. Notice that you can also divide it by 2, but if you do that, again, you're going to be able to divide it by 2. You need to be able to simplify it as much as you can. So here I'm going to divide it by 4. So this first parentheses, I'm just going to write down again. The second parentheses, I'm going to divide it by 4 and get 1x minus 2. So this is your final answer. But make sure you check your work at the end. You can check the first two numbers. What's 4x times 1x? I get this 4x squared. And you can check your last two numbers. What's positive 3 times negative 2? Negative 6. So that means that you got